Yo, what up? It's your homie, Psycho! It's been too long, guys. I'm sorry. I've been busy. You know, life. Life always takes priority, man. But I'm back. I'm back at it, and we're going to change things up. And that being said, today, we're going to try something new and talk about pumas. You know, cougars. No, not MILFs. I'm talking about pumas, real ones. Mountain lions. The most famous one. We'll start off with P22. Yeah, you know him. He's the Hollywood cat. Yeah, about 12 years old before they had to put him down. He was the oldest mountain lion, well, next to his dad, P001. In November, he attacked and killed a dog that was being walked on a leash at night near the Hollywood Reservoir. Where is the Hollywood Reservoir? Way over here somewhere. I'm gonna guess by this water. Look at here. People go walking around here. The Hollywood Reservoir. This was a Hollywood cat. We're talking sunglasses. He's a star. Yep. He just lived right here, though. Just in this little area. Yep. He had to cross this freeway and a bunch of other roads. They said the 40. Where's the 405 at? I don't know. Obviously, he went past the 101 here. Yeah. Famous cats. They have time to study the cats in the Santa Monica National Forest. Yeah. Not like there's not mountain lions out here somewhere, but that's not where Hollywood is, okay? Those are unnamed big lions. They're wild, too. Nobody can ever find them. I've seen a few out there. Well, why'd he attack and kill a dog that was on a leash? That's no good. He's got a whole zoo right there. That's the whole reason he went there. It's a zoo. In December 2022, NPS biologists worked with California Department of Fish and Wildlife, the agency that manages mountain lions in the state, to capture P22 in the Los Feliz area and transport him to San Diego Zoo Safari Park for a thorough health evaluation. Results showed P22 had several severe injuries, such as a significant trauma to his head, right eye, internal organs from a suspected vehicle strike, as well as multiple chronic health illnesses, including irreversible kidney diseases, chronic weight loss, an extensive parasitic skin infection over his entire body, and localized arthritis. Due to his poor condition, CDFW made the extremely difficult decision to euthanize P22 on the morning of December 17th, 2022. There was so much more to this male mountain lion than him living around the Hollywood side. His presence was first documented in early 2012. At the time of his capture, he was estimated to be about 1.5 years old, and he weighed 90 pounds. Shortly after that, biologists captured and outfitted him with a GPS collar. He lived in Griffith Park since at least February 2012, until his capture in 2022. That's 10 years, y'all. He owned the Hollywood Griffith Park for 10 years. What made P22 so unique is that somehow he made his way into Griffith Park in the eastern flank of Santa Monica Mountains from the western side, where he was born to P001, the OG, and an unknown female lion. That meant he likely crossed two major Los Angeles freeways, the 405 and the 101, a feat other lions have died trying to do. So he was the best already just getting there, trying to get away from the OG P001, make a place of his own, and he found Hollywood. His safe passage into life in the park is a testament to the wild spaces remaining in Los Angeles, but his story isn't one of total success. Griffith Park has proved just as much of an island of a habitat as the rest of Santa Monica's, if not more. Hemmed in by freeways and urban sprawl on all sides, it's difficult for lions to disperse and define their own territory and eventually mate. The 9 square miles of Griffith Park may have been P22's territory, but it was sorely too small by a factor of 31 for an adult male. An isolated patch of habitat. It was unlikely he would ever find love with a female lion. And to our knowledge, he never did. He died a bachelor. He never carried on his badass genes. P22, rest in peace. P22 first graced the front page of the Los Angeles Times in 2012. Shortly after he was discovered, he's since become a sort of ambassador for urban wildlife. January 27th, he landed on the front page again. Yeah, he also made headlines across the city a few other times. He developed a case of mange, which he was treated for by our researchers in 2015, and his presence under a home in Los Felices, Los Angeles neighborhood adjacent to Griffith Park became a live news event as local officials tried to get him to leave. When the commotion died down, he left on his own in the early dark hours of the morning, and in 2016, he was suspected of killing a koala at the LA Zoo. He wanted to go out for Australian. P22 lived an extraordinary life, and he captured the hearts of so many people across LA and beyond. There's his dad. He's got a profile. He's the OG. This is his first story. This is when he was first spotted, his first article, right? The LA Times. Mountain lion makes itself home at Griffith Park, stuck in the middle of Los Angeles. They found him in Griffith Park, a 140-pound beast lurking the shadows. Yeah, for the first time. Photos. They got some photos, kid? We got some... forget about that. I'm not paying them no money. Park goers, although it's pretty cool they got stories like this, but hey, park goers were surprised and intrigued. That's crazy! Scientists surmised that P22 might have traversed a bridge or culvert to cross the 101 and 405 freeways to enter the park. It's possible, however, that the cat sprinted across lanes of traffic and got very lucky. In a study of the 405, scientists have documented 2 deaths of lions killed by motorists. And this was in 2012, so I don't know about after that. Sometime after P22 entered the park, he triggered a remote camera set up for general wildlife survey. Photo in hand, they installed 3 traps. Yeah, camera at each trap. 9 days later, his cell phone rang and scientists raced to the site. The team spent about an hour gathering samples and taking measurements. Most importantly, they attached a collar. At about 8 square miles, Griffith Park is a fraction of the 300 square mile territory that a mature male lion would typically rove. Homie figures the park's plentiful mule deer helped draw him in. He was excited, but he wasn't surprised, said Jerry Hans, president of Friends of Griffith Park. Friends of Griffith Park members expressed some safety concerns at first, but the more we learned, the more comfortable we were with having a mountain lion in the park, Hans said. I think he's okay with the park, and we're okay with him. He's just doing the right things, the things that mountain lions do, mainly eating deer. Far from wishing the lion gone, he said many people said they wanted to ensure P22 does not end up like the lion recently wandered into downtown Santa Monica. It was killed by a police officer after efforts to subdue him failed. How much longer will P22 call Griffith Park home? That's uncertain. Soon he'll be wanting to mate with a female, homie said, but I presume he'll start searching for one if he hasn't already, and that might draw him outside the park. Well, that was 10 years ago. And he stayed a bachelor. You know why? There's a zoo there. It sounds like wild mule deer. Homie didn't want to go anywhere. He was fine. P22. Look how pretty he is. Little kitty boy. All the territory he could have, and he was relegated to this square patch of land. What they say, 8 square miles? The zoo. Sometimes you go down there, scoop up some snacks. He ate himself a koala. The Hollywood sign. He just was out here, man. And then sometimes you go to Los Felices neighborhood, which is like right here. So he'd come all the way down, bro. Be right up in these neighborhoods. Yeah, what's up? What's up, homie? See, it's P22's neighborhood. Stand down. But not anymore. Rest in peace, P22. Yo, that's it for the first Puma profiles. The most famous, the infamous P22, killer of walk dogs and hider of porches. Rest in peace, Hollywood cat.